Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Q, you know who I am. Back, baby, with another video. Actually, I took Red in for her 60,000 mile service about 2 weeks ago. And I got there, I told the guy like, hey, I don't need to rotate my tires, I don't need the oil change, I don't need my cabin filter change, I don't need the air filter change because I already did all that, it's done. He's like, well, dude, you don't need to do nothing. And I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, what about the inspection of the hoses, thermostat? He's like, nah, we don't do that soon on this truck. That's 60,000, that's what he said. I thought that was weird. But anyway, he said, I don't think we would do, like, it's an eco boost. So I was like, yeah. He was like, well, I think it's time for the spark plugs to be changed. And he like, it's every 30 miles for those spark plugs. I said, oh, okay, how much does this cost? He said about $279. I said, okay, that's cool, you know, not bad. He's like, well, we can't do it today. He's like, gonna take about at least half a day to do it. He's like, so you come back next Wednesday. I said, okay, cool, we can do that. And so I left and got to thinking, I'm like, how hard is it to change the spark plugs on my EcoBoost? I'm like, well, so I just got to Google and started researching. Come to find out it's pretty easy. And so what I decided to do just to go ahead, try to do it myself. Guys, if you're first time watching this video, I am not a mechanic at all. So, but you know, just give me the opportunity to learn the skill. And actually got some tools that I needed. Basically what I decided to do was go ahead and order all the supplies needed to do my spark plug change. And it came out less than $200. So he was charging me $279. Top of tax probably been like $315, $325 or something like that. I ordered everything I needed and it was less than $200. And I mean the spark plugs, the boots, the tools. I needed a torque wrench. I needed a socket wrench. I needed all that, and it was still less than $200. So I'm saving myself about $130, $50. And next time I do this, I already have the tools, it's gonna be even cheaper. So anyway, it does seem easy. Everything's on top of the engine. My truck is lifted, might make it a little harder, but anyway, get to the point of the video as you read the title. So we're gonna actually, now I am gapping my spark plugs. If you don't know what that means, and I didn't know what it means, basically the spark plugs, and I'll show y'all, comes with the space between the, I'm gonna call it the tip. The tip and the middle piece that goes over the top, the L-shaped thing. The tip is that little thing right there in the middle. You don't want to break that. And when I say L-shaped, it's that L hook. There's a space there, and that's your gap. So I believe the ones I ordered was these right here, the SP580 spark plug, which were recommended. I think they had 5 SP534, 40 something. But apparently 4 came out these, the 580, the newer one. So even when I ordered the 534, whatever they were, they came as 580. So anyway, these are Motorcraft plugs. I heard don't go with NDK or ND, whatever they were. Don't go with those. I heard Ford products, I always go with the Motorcraft. So since my truck is tuned, based on MPT and other sites, they recommend you gap them to 0.028. So I basically need to bring that gap between mine just a tad bit closer, which is what I'm gonna do. The tool I got was a filler tool. Basically, you get these like these thin little metal blades here, and they have numbers on them. I'm not sure if y'all can see. So, for example, this has 0.018 and 0.010. Not sure if the camera's gonna pick that up. Anyway, so that's two I've been using. I'll explain here why. But it also comes with all these other parts here, and they all have numbers on them. And they all look greasy too, as you can see. Just because some of the grease on there, I think they said to help, you know, when you're doing it, you can wipe it off or something. So basically what these are, these numbers, you just basically put them together to add up wherever you want to gap your spark plugs to. So for mine, I'm trying to gap them to 0.028. So what I did was take a 0.018 plus 0.010. So that's gonna give me 0.028. Boom. So you basically put them together, take them apart like that, put them together, and that's how you're gonna measure the gap in between the tip and the metal L to make sure that it's gapped properly. This tool here also comes with this thing, which I think is pretty cool. This is another way you can measure the gap. You basically just take the spark plug, you just test it. It also comes with another little thing right here. This is actually what you can use to open and close the space, or I know open for sure. See the little things on the side right there? You just basically put the thing right here inside the spark plug. See how that's in there? And then you just either pull or pull up to, if you want to increase the distance between the L tip and the tip of the actual spark plug. And this is iridium spark plug, something like that. So be careful, guys. Like I said, don't quote me on this. I'm actually just doing the gapping. I didn't really get too into all the terminology, the correct thing. Basically, just don't break that tip or you're gonna be in trouble. This cost me like $7 from AutoZone. There's tons of other ones out there. There's the one that like the little coin that a lot of people say don't use anymore. The factory said this thing came gapped at 0.35. So basically what I'm gonna take is this here, this little measuring thing here, and so you go take I'm taking 0.3004, so this should fit if it's gapped as they say. See that? See how it doesn't fit? That's not fitting in there. So I guarantee this is gap at 0.30. So here's 0.30. The middle one is 0.30. So let's see. Yep. And how you know it's gapped appropriately, you see how there's friction right there? You want some friction. See how that's catching? So this is probably gapped at 0.30, probably 0.29 because it's not going in there. 4 recommends 0.30. Again, but since I'm 2, I'm trying to go to 0.28. And you can read about why that's important. Again, I have 0.10 and 0.18. So that's equals together, that's 0.28. And you can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and slide it through. And look, see how this, sorry. See how this is able to go in and slide? See that? There's still play there. So basically, I need to go ahead and gap this down just a little bit. And what I've been doing, the guy at the store told me this. He said what he did, he just takes and tap, 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 tap. A lot of people say that, old way of doing it, I guess. New people now, nowadays, they recommend not doing that. It's terrible for the plug and all that. So what I've been doing, I'll just take this here, the silver part on this. I literally just put this on here. I'm not sure if I can see. And I just press, just a little pressure. Doesn't take much, and I just press it down. And then what I do, take my filler tool here, and I just go back and I check it. And boom, see how it's catching now? See that? So I still got a little bit of play there, but not much. So I'm gonna try just a little bit lower. Try that now, take my tool. And basically I just want it to where it's a little friction. Look, boom, that's almost perfect. Yep, right there, perfect. So that's gap now at 0.28, which is what I want. I watched maybe 7 to 8 videos on how to do this because you'll be surprised. Everybody did it almost differently besides the tool they were using, and they was even different tools. Everybody almost did it differently. So you just have to Google and find what's gonna work for you. This works for me the best, which is what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and do my last one here. So let's see what this one is gapped at from the dealer. So I'm guessing this is at 0.3. I'm gonna try the middle one, 0.30. So I'm guessing it's gonna be there as well. Yep. So this one is at 0.30 exactly. And I was told you'd be fine either way. Even if you're tuned, I was told you'd be fine with 0.30. I just want to go with the 0.28 because that's what's recommended. But I heard you'd be fine with 0.30. It's not a big deal. And I'm guessing my spark plugs in my truck now are at 0.30 because after I tuned my truck originally, I didn't gap those spark plugs that's in there. So I'm guessing they're probably at 0.30 if I had to take a guess, which is probably why I haven't had any issues. Got my 0.28 right here, my 2 things. Here, let's go ahead and put it through. Yep, see that? Not much room. See that room? See how it's placed? See that? See how I can wiggle? Just take it here. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not gonna tap. I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna push down, man. Get a little pressure. Come back, check it. Doesn't take much. So y'all can see. See how I still made to move that? Got a little friction, but not enough. So go ahead and try it again. Okay. Make sure they're together. Nice and together. There we go. Boom, perfect. See that? Like, well, still some play there. Might go a little bit. Go a little more. Let's try that. See? Yeah, we're gonna go right there. So I'm gonna leave them about right there. Hey, what's up everybody? Q here, quick video break. I'm sitting in my truck. Wondering can y'all see me because the tent freaking dark as crap, man. But anyway, I got a shout out to one of the supporters of the channel, Walker_Brady. I'm not sure if your name is Walker or is it Brady, but appreciate you supporting the channel, man. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all pictures of his F-150 here. He has a F-150, not sure what year, but 6-inch rough country lift kit, 22x11 Cali off-road wheels, 35-inch tires, blacked out emblems in F/4 logo, white custom color match mirrors, white ridge, white rock lights, and white color match rough country grill with 30-inch rough country light bar. So as you can see, this is just a pretty clean truck, and I actually love the way it looks. I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. Like looking at Walker truck, it's not crazy overdone. It's just simple, clean, and sometimes those are the best looking trucks. Something that's nice and clean, man. But Walker, thank you for supporting the channel. Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all give him a follow. Post his IG there for you all. Let's get back to the video. I got all my tools to do the spark plug. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Today is actually, this video I'm being recorded on March 23rd. So my videos are never current when they come out, guys. They usually like a week or so behind just when I film. We'll do the spark plug, the tune up. Hopefully everything goes well, man. Cross your finger, because your boy don't know what he's doing. But read and watching the videos, it seemed like a very, very simple. It's right on top of the engine. As long as you got the right tools, you should be good to go. Just be careful. It should be good to go. But that's all I got. Hope that was helpful. And we'll catch y'all on the next one, baby. Peace.